those, please, Cedric. Put them down.
Well, you can't look at your face. Which one?
That's your cousin.
No, bro, chill out. Get my stuff.
Hurry, you guys.
He gave me $1.
Oh, yeah, I dropped my phone.
I was mad at first. Just got such in the face down.
All right, I need your undivided attention. We're going to start a new concept today, and you've got to pay attention. Everybody sit down and face the board. Sit down and face the board so I can tell you what we're doing. Okay, you should have sent me a picture or had your own black and white picture by now. If you did not send me a picture, I didn't print it. If you send it to me, I will print it. You need to start soon because this is labor intensive. It's going to take a while to do it. It's not real quick and easy. It's not quick pastels. It's very labor intensive and we only got about 5 days to do it. So here's what we're doing. We're trying to do a photo real picture based. You take a photograph, you grid it up, and then you're going to draw within the grid. So first let me talk about the grid. You'll have your picture, okay? And it's printed like this, right? And then it has the border on the print, and this is all printed. The first thing you want to do is cut it to size. Cut off all the excess so it's the size of the picture, okay? So you're going to get some scissors and you're going to trim your picture. Then, say I'm going to do a little drawing here, a little crummy drawing. So this is my picture, and say I have a flower here. Because it's an easy thing for you guys to see and understand. So, I have my paper here. Your paper is going to be bigger than your photograph. So the trick is you have to make in order for the grid to work, the paper has to be proportionally the same as your photograph. If you got a square paper, you have to have a square picture, you have to have square paper. If you have a skinny rectangle picture, you have to have skinny rectangle paper and so forth. So here's how you do it. You take your picture, you put it on the corner of your paper. Say this is my picture here. And it has the flower on it, right? And I'm putting on the corner of my clean paper. Then I take a straight edge, like a ruler or a yardstick, and I go from corner to corner of my picture and take it all the way up till it stops on the paper, right? Then here, I cut off the excess, okay? So now my paper is proportional to my picture. You guys got it? You just make sure your paper is flush on the corner, go from the diagonal of this corner to this corner until it ends, and then cut off the excess paper, okay? Then you move your picture off. So I take my picture off here, and it's going to look like that, because it just started on the corner, right? And then I have my picture down here of my flower. So I go ahead and extend this down here. There's two ways to make a grid. I'll show you my favorite way, and I'll show you the way a lot of artists do it. Okay, for example, if your picture is 8 by 10, right? It was 8 by 10. Then you could just double the size and make this 16 by 20. You know what I'm saying? So it's proportionally the same. I'm just doubling it. And then I would go 16 inches across, and then 20 inches across, and make like that. What I'm saying, that's the way a lot of people do it. For me, that's hard because sometimes it's an odd number and I have to divide it, you know, to mark it. Because if I was going to do 16, I'd go 8, and then I'd go 4, and then I'd go 2, you know. So an easier way where you don't have to measure anything is you just go corner to corner, and then corner to corner, and then through the center, and through the center. And so that's the center there, that's the center this way, and then I go corner to corner here, and I make a grid like this, so it's proportionally correct. And I'm making my grid like this, I just have extra lines on the side. So then I would do it on this one. Corner to corner, across, corner to corner. And put the same amount of gridding in this, okay? Does everyone get that? And I can help you when you're actually doing it. This way, you don't have to do any numbers. You just go corner to corner. Now, if I have this flower where the main part's here, I don't have to grid this part up a lot because there's not information. I just want to grid it up tight where there's information. So I might make this part tighter, put some more grid marks so I can see where to do it. And why are we making a grid in the first place? The reason you're making a grid is you're drawing very accurate. So you don't have to guess where something starts. You can look at this grid here and say, okay, this little piece is in this part, so you just put that little piece. It's even better if you draw it upside down and you just draw one section at a time, real lightly with the contour drawing. Does everyone get it? Get it? You're just going to be drawing one of these sections at a time. You'll see how much space goes down, then this one starts, then this starts, then this starts like that. Everyone got it?
Yeah.
No, seriously. Anyone? Yeah. Okay, so the people that sent me pictures, they're there. A couple of things. One, make your grid very light. Use a light pencil, like a number 2 pencil. Grid very lightly because you'll have to erase some of it in the light areas. Do the initial contour drawings with a light grid, and then later we'll put the values in, okay? So that's what you should be doing today. If you don't have a picture, you can use the iPads and get a picture and email it to me and I'll print it. Or email it from your phone and I'll print it. Huh? What? I got it working this morning. And if for some reason I can print it in another room. So who needs an iPad? Who's got their picture? So pictures that people sent are over here. Go get them.
You sent a picture?
Try to get it started today because it's going to take every bit of the time that we have to do them. And remember, this is your final, so it's 10% of your grade. This is our final? Yeah, the grid drawing is half your final and half your other final is going to be on the iPad. Yeah, cut that out. Cut it out straight.
It's not working because
Now cut it out straight.
I know.
Everyone? No.
No.
it's not working.
This is it. You didn't say Miss